I'm about to unleash 5 alpha games that don't just match the intensity of Forza Horizon 5, but they redefine what it means to be at the forefront of virtual speed. These games are super fantastic with sharp graphics, totally offline and online, and you will be amazed how these games under low size features best graphics. Some of them are even without additional download. So tighten up your seatbelts, shalom to you, and let's get started. Played by over 1 million people, the first game is Rally Horizon, developed by Grey Paw, which at some level looks like Forza Horizon, but the one thing that amazed me was the size of the game, which is around 300 MB, and it doesn't even require an additional download, which is even more surprising. With this small size, they provide extremely sharp and smooth graphics, which I think is super amazing. Another thing is the way they have designed the race suit and cars garage, which they call a showroom with all neon lightnings. And on the left, we can see a computer screen, which is obviously very similar to the Iron Man's movie, but instead of robot, you will get a car. For the control of car, you have two options, button and gyro, and like other games, you can't change the sensitivity, but all you can do is time heist. Yes, you heard that correctly. Whenever your car gets slammed or get out of the track, you will get the timeline to control and reverse the moment. I wish there was something like this in the world to prevent car accidents. The game has more than 50 cars, and in the starting, you have to choose 1 out of 3. And of course, there are 20 plus racing tracks, but one detail to notice that they have used duplicate logos of the companies. Maybe I think just to give you a feeling that you are sponsored to do this race. While playing the game, the control was much smoother to handle with gyro and buttons. The plus part is when you drift any car, you will get a little bit of stability, and as for graphics, they are insanely smooth and you can even set them to ultra even in offline and play. The cool thing is that they gave their best effort to make ending much like Forza Horizon 5 until you see a race and suddenly disappears and the crowd vanishes in a moment. With 16 total legendary cars and some from the 70s and 18s, this game is under 100 MB and it's Racing Classics Pro. With smooth and sharp graphics, this racing is head-to-head drag racing with story mode around 45 interesting states. Like other games, you can make a customization and increase your racing impact. But have you seen a Tesla racing against an airplane? This is an extreme car driving simulator developed by Axis in Motion with over 500 million people playing around the world. The game will not only let you race against the airplane, but you can even fly over it till you hit the boundary. It has 26 different luxury cars and the game has 3 maps: city, off-road and airport. You will need some additional downloads, just in case that at least you open the game, but the backend data will be downloaded from the external sources. They even added Koenigsegg Disco, the world's fastest car. The game has stats to earn gold, but apart from that, if you want to unlock cars, you have to drive as much as you can. But the other thing you can do is buy a VIP pass. It has Audi R8, Bugatti Divo and BMW Z4 with other bunch of golds and diamonds, and some cars have unique skins to try. But did you know, like this game, there is another game which is also open world. The game is an ultimate car driving simulator. The game is pretty much the same, but here you get sensitivities to control. Meanwhile, on the contrary, you just get graphics to control. The design behind the games look pretty much like underdeveloped city. The graphic quality is smooth. You can even turn on graphics to high quality on the phone with 4 GB of RAM. These both games are incredible to do bunch of stuff and many different things to try. But if you are looking for a more and realistic game, then you can try Asphalt 9 Legends. The game is packed full of adventure and thrilling racing, from the snowy Himalayas to sunny Cairo and Shanghai by night. The game is incredible. The requirements for this game is 2 GB and the storage of 3 GB, and if you play on Android, you need at least Android version of 4.3 or later, and while in iPad OS, you need 13.0 or later. But if you download this game on PC, you will need at least 4 GB of RAM because the actual size of the game is 6 GB, which is 3 times more than playing on Android. The Asphalt 9 Legend features some of the best car models with complete reflections and incidental details like meter on the dashboard to the track, but compared to Asphalt 8, it has some interesting and great changes in mind. Firstly, If you tap on the right side of the screen when the nitro bar is blue, you earn points for pulling off what the game calls the perfect nitro, which is just similar to the Gear of War's active reload machine. The game is entirely focused on racing, and in the past, the game was first launched on back 2004 on Nokia Engage platform. But looking at the previous Asphalt games, they were all paid until 8, and it later became free, and I will form a separate video about this game, but as for now, these are the best games to try on. And if you already played this game, then be ready for Next Level Racing, which is launching this year. But to play more high graphic games, you need greater and easy to use gaming devices. This video may help you, or you can watch my next gameplay.